Hello, YouTube. It's Auntie Mickey again. And now that I have calmed down a little bit from my last rant from this Good Times reboot, I thought I'd come back and pick up kind of where I left off. But I won't be as angry, at least not in the very beginning. But I watched the first episode. And as I suspected, it was clearly not written by a whole lot of black people. I'm willing to bet that there were more white people in the room writing this so-called satirical crap on black life in the projects. Here's the thing that got me. This is not 1970 something in this particular video or in this cartoon, if that's what you want to call it. It looks like somebody tried to do a kind of a parallel Boondocks kind of thing. No. The characters in this particular cartoon are two generations removed from the original Evans family, because reference is made that James Evans is this guy's grandpa. So the family living in this same apartment are basically carrying on the legacy of project living in some projects that don't even exist anymore in Chicago. Go figure that. But it was really interesting how they even started out the video, because James isn't, not James, I'm sorry, I shouldn't even refer to him as James. I don't even remember the Joker's name. The daddy is in the shower, and he's singing in the shower, and there's a roach standing next to him, singing with him, taking a shower. That's not even cute, okay? But it's just so disrespectful and just stereotypical bullshit. The water gets, I guess the water turns cold, and he comes running out of the bathroom butt naked, covered in suds, in front of his daughter. And anybody that I've ever known growing up in my era, or even now, would ever think to show their body to their children in that manner. I don't know about everybody, but I know black folk don't do that shit. So, let that be said. But, I mean, the fact that they even put in the title, Good Times, Black Again. What the hell is that supposed to mean? This whole thing is just bad. It's bad, and it doesn't get any better as you watch it. The baby is a drug dealer. This baby in diapers who's been kicked out of the family by the dad. Kicked him out because he's a drug dealer. It's stupid. It's downright stupid. The little girl, I guess she's supposed to be the Thelma equivalent, starts her period for the first time. So she wakes up, and of course her pajama bottoms are bloodied, and she jumps up and has this fit, which most girls probably have done, coming up. But the whole way that the mother treated it, and they go on this trip to a uterus, and they're it was just the stupidest shit I've ever seen in my life. And it doesn't get any better. It is downright disrespectful. What bothers me the most is that this was a cherished, at least by my era, a cherished sitcom. And I mean, now I'm probably telling my age, but when Good Times came out, I was the same exact age as Michael, the little boy. He was the little cutie pie to me. Okay? So I grew up with Good Times. That's what we had. We had Good Times. We had the Jeffersons. Yeah, they might have been, back in those days, yeah, it was a big deal to have a black show. But this is not the 70s anymore. This is 2024. And they went back and took a show that was cherished by many black people and actually represented the struggle that many black people went through at that particular time and before. And made a mockery of it in 2024, when black people have a say as to how they're depicted on television now. Back then, Norman Lear, the old white man that claimed to have put all these black shows on TV. Now, rest in peace, Norman Lear. He's dead and gone. But nevertheless, to say the truth, he don't know nothing about being black. But nevertheless, to take a show that many black people cherished, a lot of white folks watched it too, okay? But it represented us. It represented us in where we had come from or were currently at. Now, in 2024, let's just say that I'm sure that Grandma and Grandpa didn't leave the project apartment to the next of kin. That shit don't happen. Okay? That kind of mentality was just ridiculous, and it got more and more ridiculous to the point where I couldn't even watch anymore. Honestly, I haven't watched the whole thing. Now, I might try and watch some more of it. I'm scared to show it to my husband because he's going to have a conniption. He probably won't watch the first 15 minutes. But nevertheless, it's just awful to take a show such as that. I mean, it's like making Sanford and Son into a cartoon. No. Some shit just need to be left the hell alone. And Good Times was one of those shows. We didn't need no cartoon version, no 2024 cartoon boondock replica of some buffoonery. That was, I'm speechless again. My blood pressure's going up. And I really can't afford to do that. I got a doctor's appointment in a few hours. And I really can't afford to get sick. But let me tell you, this show had me pissed. Because it made black people look awful. It made black people look awful. And I know many black people that have watched this show, even if you didn't come up in the 70s like I did, to watch that now and say, this is what they think of us? Is this what they think of? Is this the stereotype they're grabbing onto? Yeah, that's it. It's sad. It's sad. But I'm curious to find out what was in the mindset of the creators that decided to come up with, what was going on in Stephen Curry's head when he signed on to this damn project. I heard Wanda Sykes' voice. She was one of the characters on the show. What does she think about being a part of this shit? Not a good look, y'all. But, people do what they got to do to make money. But to sell out your race, that's not a good look. I'm so sorry to say. If you want to watch it, you go right ahead. But I'm going to give it my thumbs down. If I could take this phone out of my hand, like I think I can, I'll give it another thumbs down on this side. Can't do it at the same time. But if you just get an inkling to decide to watch this garbage, go ahead. Make your day. But it's not something I would promote, especially to the people that it depicts. It's a slap in the face. Y'all have a good evening now.